Hello again, welcome back to the food part of my channel. What we're going to make today is a naked chicken Kiev, if I can show you that without it all sliding off. Why is it naked? Well, there's no breadcrumbs on it. We're going to put it in this dish bit by bit. You don't have to put it in a dish, you can lay it out for everybody to just take what they want. There is no breadcrumbs, it's not all stuffed together, it's just laid one on top of the other with some sauce around. It makes a lovely garlic chicken Kiev that's naked. Here's how to do it. I don't think that was meant to be me being naked, it was the chicken. Oh, by the way, don't forget to press the button and subscribe. And click like. Now to make this dish, what you're going to need, first of all and obviously, is some chicken. And I've taken a decent sized piece of chicken and I've cut it in half. The reason I've done that is because I want to make it in two of these ceramic type dishes. Now you don't have to. If you've got quite a few that you're going to make at one go, why not just put it in a tin? So you could put a few in a tin, put it on the table and let people take what they want. In this instance, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook them in these. They're going to go in the oven and then they're going to go straight onto the plate, absolutely piping hot. That means I can get everything else ready, just take these out of the oven, bang, on the go, and they look good because they're individual. What else am I going to need? Well, I'm going to need some nice strong mature cheese because I need some taste. I'm going to use some mozzarella, just slices. You don't have to buy buffalo mozzarella and start cutting it up, just go and buy some slices. Then of course I'm going to use some carrots, and again just small enough so that I don't need to cut them up. I can just clean them, put them straight in the steamer. What else am I going to need? Well, I'm going to need some sauce. So I bought this mac and cheese sauce and it cost me I think 65p. I'm thinking, you know, for the price, I'm struggling to make it. Of course we're going to need some bouillon, and seeing as it is a garlic chicken, we're going to need some garlic. Now there's no reason why you can't use garlic paste like this. The only downside to this garlic paste is that it's not quite as strong. Now to go along with the veg, I've also bought some dwarf beans, these are called. They came in quite cheap. They were on offer, so I picked them up, bought them. To be honest, I can't tell much difference between these and fine grain beans, apart from they're a little bit longer, these. That's no problem. I'll show you how to deal with these as well. Okay. So, first thing that we need to do is we need to get our chicken. I'm going to go and get some hot water, some boiling water. We'll get some boiling water. I'm going to fill our pan full of boiling water. And I'm going to steam the chicken for 15 minutes. Alright, so I've got some boiling water going on in the bottom of the steamer. In goes the chicken. The lid goes on. I've got to set the timer for 15 minutes. Whilst that's cooking, I'm going to start with the rest. And I'm going to heat the oven up as well. So I'll set the timer for 15 minutes, turn the oven on, then we'll prep everything else. The first thing I'm going to prep is my carrots. Exactly the same as we did before, we're just cutting the end off very, very slightly. I've already scrubbed these like we've done in previous videos. So all I'm doing is taking the centre out so it looks more presentable. Just take that little bit of root off again. If you're not comfortable with scrubbing them, then you can peel them. It's completely up to you. I'm not insisting that you do it this particular way. I mean, if you want to cut them to pieces, you can do. It's just that this way is one, it's easier, less time consuming, and you're going to get carrots like you would in a restaurant. I just want to scrape that. That's just the way the carrot has come out. No big deal. If you're in a restaurant, you probably won't even bother doing that, believe it or not. And don't forget, it's all about timing. So it might look good to you going from a restaurant and different. All I'm thinking about is, how can I do this quickly, differently, make it look good. So there I have my 4 carrots. That's 2 carrots each. Okay, we'll give the border scrape off. I'll wipe down. Next I'll do my green beans. And I'm going to put them in a bowl. Move my carrots to one side for a second. So somebody once said to me, "Why are you doing all this? You're not doing any measurements." And I keep saying to people, it depends on how much you want. A lot of it depends on what you want. I'm not going to tell you how many peas you want. We do get situations, believe it or not, where people will ask for 5 chips. I kid you not. So I'm just cutting the ends off for a second. I'll throw them away. Now if I line up the other side, I can take the ends off there. There's 1 or 2 stray ones, we'll take the ends off that. And they're all reasonably the same size. Take all the bits out. Got a runaway there. Back on. Got one there that needs redoing. There we go. Now along with the carrots and the mash, that will be enough for 2 of us. What else do I need to prep? Mashed potatoes. Well, mashed potatoes. I am not going to make mashed potatoes. Why? Well, I can buy them frozen really, really cheaply. And I've got to be honest, they're really, really good. There's no bits in them. I can buy for almost the same price. I'll bring that back for a second. For almost the same price that I'm paying for potatoes, and it cuts out all the hard work. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some butter with it. Oh my god, heart stopping butter. Never mind. I've never said my dishes were healthy. Okay. I'll give you a tip. Never put milk in mashed potatoes. If you want to make it more liquidy, put cream in. Or put some more butter in. But never ever put milk in. You'll just turn it to water. I'm sure you've been to those Christmas meals where they slop the mashed potatoes out. And they're like water. Add a bit of pepper. Add a little bit of salt. Definitely to taste. Now that's ready to go in the microwave. The butter will melt in the microwave. All you need to do is heat it up. Unbelievable. I did say we were going to cheat again. We're going to use this mac and cheese. Nice and cheap. And it does the business. I'm going to use just half of this bottle to make the two. I'm not going to need any more. Now when you taste it, this is quite cheesy. And to be honest, you probably find you do not need any salt in that. But I am going to put a tiny bit of pepper. I'm going to put a small teaspoon of garlic in it. If you think that's a lot of garlic, it's not. This, you can smell it. Shame it's not smell-o-vision. No, it is a living nose, isn't it? Okay. Now, if you want to get a bit more taste in there, there's nothing stopping you adding a tiny bit of wine or lager, anything like that. You can even add whiskey, tell everybody it's a whiskey sauce, or even brandy, tell everybody it's a brandy sauce. You're not so far off. This is the way that they do them. Okay. What I'm going to do is, I've got some wine knocking about. I'm just going to add a cupful of wine to that. Funny that, isn't it? A chef that's got some alcohol knocking about in the kitchen. Okay, and then we'll have a small taste with a teaspoon. This is why you never trust a slim chef. And that, believe it or not, tastes quite nice. So that now can go with the rest of the prep to one side. I'll put them carrots over there. There we go. We'll give it a little wipe down. Keep everything clean. Okay. So at this stage we're only really waiting for the chicken to be ready. Once it's ready, we can prep it up to go in the oven. Whilst it's in the oven, we're going to cook everything else. Right, so I've taken the chicken out, I've refreshed the water, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw the carrots directly in there, and then I'm going to put them on the steam, put the lid back on, and I'm going to steam them for 10 minutes. Okay, so set my timer for 10 minutes. There we go. Now, whilst they're starting to cook, in 10 minutes I'm going to put the beans in. Whilst I'm waiting to do that, I'm going to construct two chicken dishes. Just move that plate for a minute. Now then, a bit nearer to the camera so you can see it. So I've got with two pieces of chicken, one in there and one in there. Now what I'm also going to do actually is I'm going to take this sauce and I'm going to very gently preheat it. Right, now what I want to do is I want to get some garlic on the top of these. So get me a teaspoon, here we go. It's rather a lot, even by my standards. Okay, I'm just going to rub it on the top, because if you don't feel that this size of chicken is enough for you, go ahead, use a full piece, or buy some small pieces and don't cut them in half. Absolutely no reason why not. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some mature cheddar cheese right on the top. There we go. Now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a slice of mozzarella on. Now I've just very gently started to warm the sauce. By doing that, it goes a lot thinner. What I'm going to do is put that teaspoon over. I'm going to use a spoon to pour the sauce gently down the side. Okay. You can see it's surprising how much sauce will actually disappear. So I've used half a bottle. It's just about going to do for two of us. Of course, again, if you're cooking for 6, why not leave a bit of sauce out? Make it cheap for yourself. There we go. At a pinch, I could have got 3 out of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a slice of mozzarella cheese. I'm going to put that on top. Okay. It's as simple as that. Now, I don't want that to spend too long in the oven. When it comes out of the oven, it's going to be absolutely mad hot. So if it stands there for a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes even, it'll still be hot when it arrives on the table. I'm going to put it in the oven now. I'm going to put it up on the top shelf. And it's nice and hot. So it's up on the top shelf that it's nice and hot. Let's have a look how long we've got left. That's good, we've got 6 minutes left. So that was done quite nicely. And what I have to do is when that alarm goes off in 6 minutes is just have a look and make sure that that chicken is alright in there, that it's not overcooking. Okay, it should be nice and moist. Because we've steamed it, it should be nice and moist. Because we've steamed it as well, it started cooking, therefore we're not going to overcook the sauce, we're not going to overcook the cheese, so that's a bonus. Right, now let's draw our attention to the mashed potatoes. Okay, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put those in the microwave. I'm going to get them nearly to temperature. I'm just going to keep blending it around. Don't forget I put a little bit of salt in. I put some pepper in, all to taste. I am not using milk, I'm using butter instead. If you feel like you want it a bit more creamy, by all means put some cream in. So there we go. Mashed potatoes are done. A quick reheat to bring them back up to temperature. You can see it's actually quite fluid. Okay, so in about 5 minutes I might need to put them back in the microwave for another 30 seconds just to warm them. Aha! I hear the beeper going off. That means it's time to put the green beans in. There we go. And we're going to reset. There we go. We've reset for another 5 minutes. Need to wipe down there again. Brilliant. And we're going to look. Just looking in the oven now, it's quite obvious that they're nearly ready. No problem whatsoever. Now, when the vegetables come out, I want them to look quite nice. No good going on the plate if they look like nobody owns them. So I'm going to do my usual trick. We're going to glaze them with a bit of butter. So we'll start by melting the butter down slowly. We've got a few minutes before everything's ready. Tiny bit of salt, give it a bit of flavour in. Add some pepper. Absolutely everything is to taste. Yeah, when it's fully melted, then we're ready just to throw the veg in. I'll just toss it round and then it can go onto the plate. Right, so my alarm's just gone off. Still cleaning up. My alarm's gone off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get both those dishes out of the oven. We'll turn it off. Get it gently out. And look at that. Just nicely coloured on the top, that one. Oh, lovely. Nicely coloured on the top, that one as well. Move them to one side. Now, like I said to you, we were going to toss the carrots. And we're going to toss the beans in some hot butter. As easy as that. And literally, we're going to just throw them in like that. Swish them around a bit. And get that wooden spoon. And all we want to do is coat it all. Look at that, lovely. Looks beautiful now. Now, I've got my plate ready. They're warmed up slightly. I'll show you one. Then we can fit it on the camera properly. So, I've got a spoon. Go on, I'll put this on the plate first. I've got a spoon. I'll put some cling film around for the mashed potatoes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look like a bit of quinelli. Oh, did I say that right? Put it down in the comments if I haven't. Put abbreviations to show me how to do it. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to put 3 on. There's a reason why I put 3 on, and that's because 3 looks good. One of the things I perhaps should have done was 3 carrots. The power of 3. Whenever you're giving anything out, I probably should have put 3 carrots on, shouldn't I? Having said that, they are a decent size anyway. 3, 5, 7 and 9 are the magic numbers. Get rid of that one, it's fallen off. 3, 5, 7 and 9. They are definitely the magic numbers. Psychologically, it looks better on the plate. So where you can, 3, 5, 7 and 9. 3, 5, 7 and 9. And there you have it. A naked chicken Kiev. A naked garlic chicken Kiev. With whole carrots, beans, mashed potatoes. There's only one little thing left to do now. Let's go and enjoy it. So there we go. There's your naked chicken Kiev. All ready, all made, all done. one thing left to do now, that's go away and enjoy it. Bon appetit, and until next time, from G6PNH, best 73s.